What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another 130 Ultimate Team Draft Challenge where today we're going to take another 6 attempts to try and crack the code of the 126 draft. And if you're sitting there thinking to yourself, man, something's different, it is and it isn't at the same time. Yes, you can see way more of my background and yes, I'm standing up. That is right, I've finally got my standing desk sorted. I need to get the kind of like treadmill that goes underneath it so I can walk at the same time and burn some calories whilst I'm working, guys. But I've needed to make some changes in the office for a fair while actually, and it's just been one of those things that has been a combination of me kind of being lazy and also me just not having the right time. And you know, like almost everything in life, there isn't ever really a right time for anything. You just have to kind of make the time. And if you make the time, great. And if you don't, you won't get it done. And so before we get into the regular stuff for today and taking some comments from yesterday, let's do the regular introduction. If you're enjoying the content here on the channel, feel free to drop a thumbs up on the video. And as always, thank you guys very much for being here. Subscribe and the crowd say bowl selector if you are new. And yeah, we're going to try 6 drafts today. Tomorrow, I'm hoping tomorrow, and this is where it just always seems to have an excuse, doesn't it? I'm hoping tomorrow we'll be able to do something around something around the wheel or some challenges or something like that. The gentleman that left the comment the other day about doing something community driven, who's a professor, I want to say, he actually reached out to Josh XLs, and so we're going to try and collaborate and get something set up for FC 26, which I think could be absolutely incredible. So thanks for that. What the hell is this draft, honestly? And yeah, to give a little bit of a understanding, I was actually, just as I was getting the comments for today's video, or like opening the video, I didn't realize, now that I've got the new desk, and it's actually not the fact that I'm standing has nothing to do with why you can see way more, including like the lights that look like the tunnel from one of the old FIFAs. It's actually the fact that the desk that I used to sit on, which is that one there, is a lot narrower than the desk that I'm on now. So the camera's back about 6 to 10 inches, or according to my wife about 2 inches, but about 6 to 10 inches. And so you're able to see a wider field of vision, which allows you to see everything behind me, which allows me a little bit more even to kind of explain what the plan is for the office coming forwards. Now, you might actually even see more eventually, because once I get everything properly set up and organized, this desk will go back towards the wall. There's about another foot available where it will go back towards the wall, go back that further foot, and so you'll see a bit more, maybe including the little bits that are just to the right of the TV. And maybe, what can you see now here? You can just about see a picture there, but right here that's just off camera is like a signed England 1966 World Cup winner shirt and a signed boot from Thierry Henry from his return to Arsenal when he scored that goal against Leeds. And so there's a few like cool little things that I've got in the room that you'll be able to see. But more importantly, you see this where this desk is now, and it was a standing desk, but I lost the power adapter to raise it up, and it was quite an old one. It was really hard to get hold of the power adapter, would you believe? And so I just never ended up like doing anything with it. And again, just one of those things where it's like just being lazy more than anything else, instead of spending a few moments to go and like organize something that could be generally helpful. But we're going to try and set up, like with these chairs, the table, a little podcast area there. Not podcast area, maybe like football watch-along area. Obviously, Sorare is a big part of my life. And so football's a big part of my life. Hey, a 99 is a bit too little too late, EA. It's not going to make much of a difference, but we'll take it either way. And so, yeah, we'll set that up for football watch-alongs to also to like coincide with Sorare. Why are you giving me 299s now, man? That's really, really disrespectful. And so I'll have a different streaming angle from that direction to sit down, chill, watch some football on the big screen. Mittelstadt. It's starting 11's actually coming along quite nicely now. It's quite hilarious. And yeah, like do some football watch along content. And got to make the time to do it. Got to make the time to do a whole bunch of things, and haven't been. But yeah, we're on the grind now. Bruce, I got right wing still. No, just Cam. That's too bad. We're on the grind now, and so that's why today we're just doing a 6 draft stint again, instead of getting into all of the things that I'm really looking forward to getting into. Just off the back of that. Now, we've ended up as a 95 rated draft here. Obviously, having 2 99s in that first 11 is not bad, but Lothar Matthäus, Zentner, Ibarbo, and Hazard, all a bit weak. Otherwise, the draft's quite okay, but let's get into attempt number 2. If you want to use the best players in FC 25, there's only one sure way to get them. U7buy.com gives some of the best prices around for you to buy Ultimate Team coins. It's fast, safe, and reliable, and if you use code NEP at checkout, you will get 8% off their prices, so check the link in the description. All right, guys, for attempt number 2, here we go. I've been building my coin balance up. I don't know if you can see it because my face cam might be there, but I'm on 335,000 coins now. I was on 350 before draft 1, obviously. We're going to end up spending the coins. I'm trying to get through enough coins from grinding the player and icon SBCs to buy the season pass. Because once you got the 500,000 coins for the season pass, you're all but guaranteed to make just way more than 500k. The amount of tradable packs are in that season pass with like huge player ratings. You're just going to pack special cards. So even if you can't sell them, you're going to be able to discard them all and make more than enough coins back. And I really want to focus on this account this year. I really want to focus getting all of the preseason stuff done as quick as possible, because now that I started the meta RTG on this account, this is probably the account I'm just going to use as the Road to Glory account next year. And I do think I'm going to bring Draft to Glory back onto this account as well, because once again this year, you know, if you guys were with me at the start of the game cycle for Draft, one of the things we did was set aside a new account for Draft to Glory like the old days to really kind of track how much we did and how much we earned on draft. Because for the last 3 or 4 years, oh, let's go Collar. For the last 3 or 4 years, I've been doing it on the Arsenal or on the RTG account, because about 4 or 5 years ago, by the end of the game cycle, oh, let's go, Carlos Alberto 98. Yeah, by the end of the game cycle, I had like millions of coins that just had zero use. Whereas now I feel like, you know, if we can introduce the draft back into the main game, maybe we can do a lot more with it. Like maybe I'll be like more interested in playing some of them to actually build coins and kind of grow the account. But also it just makes more sense because I will have, especially towards the end game, like right now, I'm able to consistently and easily kind of generate coins on this account, which will save me having to spend so many FIFA points on drafts as well. So I'm probably going to condense it all back into one draft. But yeah, I'm looking forward to drafting next year. Looking forward to the game. And the reason why I was talking about next year is because one of the comments from yesterday's video was on whether or not it's worthwhile still playing FC 25 draft when FC 26 drops. And I don't think it is. We've got Diaby, Cam, and Striker. That's not bad. And this team's not bad either. Starting 11's not bad here. We need a new goalkeeper. But otherwise, it's not too shabby. We can take out Freedom Manham now as well. Get ourselves a little chemistry boost in there. But one more icon and we'll be fully boosted for most of the chem pretty much. Take that Donnarumma, highest rated. 5 more picks to go here though, guys. And nothing really doing. Even that 90 Thuram is like not ideal. He just about gets onto the bench at the moment. I mean, this is way better. I don't know why we keep getting these 99s right at the end. Happened last draft as well. We've got 99 Cruyff here. Or 99 Pele. I don't think, I mean, it's not even about thinking. It literally doesn't matter which one we take. So we'll take Pele. Pop him in at cam there. Forsberg onto the reserves. 3 more picks to go. Take Jairzinho. And then with the final 2 here, we get Gusto 96. It's a shame none of those centre-backs have left-back as an option as well. Otherwise, Gusto would go in very nicely. I actually think he probably could go into the team anyway to help with some chemistry. With Sarr, perhaps. Yeah, it does. Well, did it help? No, it didn't. It does help if we take Collar out for Marquinhos. and then we're just left with that one chem point needed. And once we make these exchanges on the bench here, guys, it might be a 96 rated. Probably won't be. It'll probably top off at 95 here. But it might be a 96. We are at a 95. That is where we're remaining for attempt number 2. Let's get our manager. I don't even know who I need, actually, for the full chem. Oh, there you go. Postecoglou does it. So a 1-2-8 for draft number 2. I will see you guys in attempt number 3. All right, guys. Here is the third attempt for today. Do we get a good formation? The 4-3-3 is a very good formation. We need to get a good start here, because one thing that I did yesterday in one of the drafts was take the reserves and the bench for kind of positions we needed interchangeably. Like, we did 1 or 2 positions on the reserves, and then I filled up some places that I needed. So I went and took a few positions on the bench, the goalkeeper and defender. And it was, even though we didn't quite get the 130, it was a really fun way to like build into the draft. And it was mentioned a few times in the comments about how that was like a more engaging way, I suppose, to even watch build the draft. But obviously when you have drafts like this, where there's like everyone's kind of mid-tier straight away, there's no thought process behind who we have to take. We're just picking the highest rated, hoping the chemistry comes together. You know, like, what we're going to do, pretend that we should take Scott or Paolo Thomas here? No chance. John Arnariza is the obvious choice, right? And so in drafts like this, there's a little less value in trying to navigate the bench and the reserves at the same time. It's only in those drafts where we get those like outstanding first 11s. And it is fair to say that we've got a pretty decent first 11 here. You know, the midfield is okay. The back line is okay. The attack is pretty poor, needs upgrading. And then the goalkeeper is okay. But this draft, the 94 rated somehow, but it's not a great draft overall, and it's probably not going to get us very far either. We'll be lucky if this one becomes even a 9.5 until we get those expected, I suppose, 99s in the last 5 pickups. And again, EA, if you're watching, if you're interested in draft or people's thoughts on draft, we would right now really like and appreciate SBCs, objectives, and season pass players in the draft. It would be very nice. It would go a long way to helping us get the 130, of course. But more importantly, it would have just allowed people to maybe use players that they wouldn't have been able to otherwise. And you don't even have to put in the current season pass players. You could put in like 99 Van Dijk and 99 Ginola from last season. That would be quite fun. I might even play the draft then, you know, if we got some like fun 99s that we've never had before, or, you know, I didn't finish last season's pass, which is why I want to do it this season. Like I said, this is now going to become like the main account going forward. So I want to get all of the content done on it. So yeah, I missed out on that Van Dijk and that Ginola because I couldn't be bothered to play the game, and now paying for it because I don't get a chance to play with the players. There's a big 98 for us. No 99s in this draft, but unfortunately, another really poor draft. It is probably going to be a 95 rated again, just about though. Don't have too many opportunities to change the bench there, and it does take us up to a 95. But 9.5s in the middle of August, not what we're looking for genuinely. We are absolutely looking for a bare minimum 129s, but really looking to push towards that 130 so we can at least try get the 131 this year. Didn't happen in attempt number 3. Let's get into draft number 4. And here is attempt number 4. Maybe this time around, guys, we'll take a bit of an anomaly formation, something we never usually go for. The 4-2-2 could be quite fun because these formations with the wingers, they're just not quite working for us. For some reason, Miyama has gone at left back, which is a bit of a pain. We get Cucho Hernandez. We're going to need a big player in these first couple here to give us a chance. And it's not coming. Not coming. 89 Viali. Yes, he's got, what, a 97 or a 90? Oh, my days. We're going to need a miracle. We even get a 128 on this draft at this point. 96 Zidane is pretty interesting. Did Zidane not get a higher rated card? I can't remember if he did. Quite interesting if he didn't. No, he didn't. 96 Thunderstruck Zidane is the highest rated one that he's got this year. That's really, really interesting, isn't it? Because they gave him the 90 rated freebie card to everyone that was upgradable through the Evo to the 94. And then didn't give him any cards during footies. Maybe we'll get an SBC of him or something like during the pre-season event, potentially. But yeah, a bit weird that 96 rated is his best one. Now, this draft, we've got some alright players in here. We've got a couple of 96s, a 97 and a 95. But we are struggling today to hit the 97s through 99s in the standard drafting phase. We're getting a few in the reserves, you know, the Pele, the Cruyff. I can't remember who the centre midfield we got was. But it does feel like these drafts have just taken a downturn today. Maybe the rotation will be better tomorrow. But we're not even like this is almost a 129 challenge at this point. These drafts have been so bad. Right, what do we want to take? Dest, yes. Semedo can stay on the pick screen there because obviously Myanmar needs to come off that left back slot here. We obviously need to get rid of Debinha at cam as well. Can't do with Bernardo Silva, but he'll go onto the bench as a 96 rated. We get 94 Vieira. Well, doesn't help either, really. Another dead pick there. Deary me. Deary me. Another dead pick there. Get Little Kim. I think she's got cam. Yeah, she has. Doesn't really help with the chemistry. Boosts that rating a bit, obviously. I could potentially put Vieira in for a bit more chemistry and move the team around a little bit. Or maybe take Puyol there for centre-back just to get an extra icon link to give us a bit more chemistry. It's now Hakimi and Little Kim that are a bit of a problem, but that can be fixed with Vieira. So Vanajas can go at left-back. Dest at right... Wow, thanks, EA. Dest at right-back. And Vieira in at CDM. That gives us 32 chemistry now. Obviously, just need the Scottish manager to get Little Kim on full chem. But those two strikers, absolutely diabolical at the moment. An 89 and a 92. And it doesn't look like it's getting any better for us here either. We can put Renard in over Kim, though. Get a bit of chem there. Get up to the max chem, which is quite nice. And then we get Emagar in there. Rahmani can go in there. Probably going to be another 95 rated. This bench is reasonable. Once we exchange the 3 players that we can. Should be pushing up to that 95 rated. We did. But look at this draft again, guys. We've got in a starting 11 an 89, a 92, 2 92s, and a 94. And the bench is like full of 92s and 91s as well. Not on EA, but let's go and get into attempt number 5. All right, as we go into the 5th attempt, let's again hope for a better start this time. Let's take a formation we really wouldn't take. 4-2-3-1 narrow could be good. I do like the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow as well because there's a lot of good narrow cards. And we've got a choice here. Do we go for 95 Ronaldo or 94 Eto'o? They both have much better cards. They don't really pop very often, so I do think we will take the 95 R9 in there. And then cam number 1, Zola 93. Again, not ideal for sure. Cam number 2, that's better. 98 Griezmann. If we could get this third cam to be a 95 plus as well, we could be in a decent spot. And it is. We get 97 Ollie Watkins. Easily exchangeable for those 2 players up front, and they would be decent on the bench as well. CDM number 1. What do we get? We get a dead pick. Not what we want. CDM number 2. Okay, 96 Tanaka. Not awful. Not the greatest for chemistry unless we get that third icon or one of the 99 winners cards for the icon chemistry. In at right back is Maikuma. That's good for Tanaka, I suppose. Gets the Japanese link at least. And our first centre-back, that's better. 99 Beckenbauer. Okay, this draft has got some potential. Beckenbauer obviously has CDM as well, so if we get a huge amount of centre-backs, we could pop him up into that CDM spot. And then our left-back, not great, Lizarazu. But this draft's going to come in quite big. I think a 95 rated if we get a decent keeper. Maybe a 96 if we get a 99 keeper. We get 98 Courtois. And it's only a 95 rated draft. But the CDM, the left-back, the right-back, Cam, the striker, they can all be upgraded. We have already got as well a 99 and two 98s. So we don't need to worry about the goalkeeper again just yet. Debatably, you need 3 defenders. There's not one of them there. We get 91 Yavru. I mean, he can go in at CDM. That's a reasonable upgrade. Nothing crazy. Next up, we get Kirkej 94. Another reasonable upgrade, but not really what we're looking for if we want to push to the 130. We get 96 Mayulu at Cam. He's much better than Zola, but might struggle for Chem now. Yeah, we lose 2 Chem there, but I think just one more French link away from pretty much full Chem. We get Chawinga, so she can go as striker. But obviously, we lose more Chem now with another icon coming out of the starting 11. And then we get 98 Garincha. He's only good for the bench, but he's good for the bench. Obviously, if he had Cam, it would have been nice. If it would have been really nice if we had got, take my Kuma out here. If we had got a wide formation and got this level of players, because this starting 11 is pretty good now. Apart from the right back and maybe the left back, the starting 11 is good. The bench is also moving in a nice way as well. Maybe not so much anymore with Howard there. But yeah, we're in a good spot here. 95 rated. The chemistry is stinking a little bit. But with 5 picks to go, we can get a +2 here. Not anymore, really. Not with a Joe Cole there. He does get onto the bench, but I don't think that's good enough to take us up to the 96. Let alone get us anywhere closer. We get 97 Eriksson. She's got right back. That is fantastic. Gives us 1 chemistry only. Might be a situation here where I have to put like R9 back into the team to get that chemistry boost if we're anywhere close. Get 93 Yashin. Decent for the bench, maybe. Nothing there. Olomouani 92. And nothing there. It's Hazard. So, probably a 129 here. Well, maybe not. Depends if we can get that chemistry up, I suppose. Depends if we can get the rating up, I suppose. I don't even know if the rating's going to be there. Okay, the rating was there. So if we put R9 up front, we go up to 32 chemistry. We maintain the rating, and it is just Tanaka that would need the upgrade. Which we would need a Japanese manager for. If we didn't get, maybe we can put my Kuma back in at right back. Get the chemistry on Tanaka, and then it's very possible that Kirkej will have to come off the team to keep the rating up. Well, it stayed as a 96 anyway, so there we go. We get a 129 today, thankfully. We've got one more attempt to go. Can we push into the 130 for the last one? Let's find out. All right, here we go. The final one for today. What are we going to get? We've got the 4222 again. The 41212 narrow. Let's do it. Let's do it. And let's really hope for a big push on those high 90s, sort of like CDMs, centre mids and cams, and some good strikers as well. Really sets the tone, the strikers. And, I mean, it couldn't get much better than that. 99 Ronaldo shows up for us. Can we get a secondary 99 up front alongside him? No. We get 85 rated Ramirez, but it is a good start. We are going to need to replace both of those players outside of Ronaldo at the moment. Clinton 92 can go in. Come on, give me one of those 99 mids. Let's get three 99s. Yes, there we go. Williams 99 is there. Let's get 3 99s in a starting 11 and then build from there. That's where we're going to get the 130. We get 93 Ufren. That is a pretty good saviour because that pick otherwise was poor. Alex Scott 99 coming in at right back. No chance. It's my Kuma again. Williamson 99 at centre back. No chance. It's Rahmani again. He shows up so often as Romani. Inigo Martinez, 81 rated. Not ideal right there. And then we can't even get a good left back, guys. So we do have 2 99s in the starting 11. And a 98 Van der Sar. But it is only a 93 rated draft. But this does have a chance, but I'm going to need some serious luck on the back line. We need to replace all 4 defenders. And we're not going to be able to now. With 89 DeMarco being our first defensive pick. Yeah, then Bouchal and Ratiu. Not ideal. This is going to be. I've just got. I could just see this one being a 1-2-9 with a really bad back line. I could see us getting like another 99 midfielder, a 99 Cruyff showing up as well, and having like 5 or 6 99s and 98s and still not hitting it. So we get 96 Ruben Neves. And go in the team over Ramirez. What with Clinton. He doesn't have much chemistry, mind you, but we're only 1 icon away from changing that. We get 95 Harry Kane. So we'll take out... I can't even take out Mostovoy. I don't even have like a... I don't even have a cam from all of those centre mids. That was the whole point of taking this formation. Was to be able to like move the players interchangeably. We get Roberto Carlos to go in at left back. I mean, listen, it's an upgrade on the rating, but it's not a great card. Not the best version of Roberto Carlos or the best version of Cole. There's another 99. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. And it replaces a 98, not a lower rated card. But we have got 3 99s in the draft for only, I think, the 2nd time ever. We have never had 4 99s in a draft. We've got 3 insane goalkeepers now, and I still haven't picked the goalkeeper on the bench yet either. There's a Saliba. He can upgrade the team a little bit. Not a lot, though. Come on, EA. 96 Van Domzelaar. I mean, if I was building a team of goalkeepers, I'd probably have the highest rated draft here. There's another 99 Greenwood. So for the first time in at least my drafting history, we have got 4 99s in the starting 11. And yet, this draft is going to struggle to be a 1-2-8. Let's get Jorgensen on over Cole. Let's get Saliba on over DeMarco. And look at that, guys. It is, if I get the right manager, which is going to be for Ruben Neves, it is a 1-2-8 with 4 99s. That is so insane. I did not need much luck beyond what we've got here to turn this to a 130. But those kind of mid-tier cards just weren't there. And so we're actually going to end that with as a 1-2-7 with 4 99s. And for today, that is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. For now, guys, I'm out. Peace.